there, here we are back in the studio for week 7. Finished up everything from week 6, including making a print, 16 by 20 print of the milkweed and snow combo on a black background. I'd say it turned out pretty well. And also had prints made from the previous weeks. Got everything all done, all caught up in the print department. So we're ready to start on week 7, and it's been a busy week for me again, as usual. I haven't had a lot of time to dedicate to large format photography like I've told myself I'm going to. So here it is, Friday afternoon of week 7, and I've decided to come back to the studio. I've enlisted a beautiful young lady, and I mean this girl is gorgeous, to come in and sit today for a traditional portrait session. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be a great shoot. I'm looking forward to making some great photo of this young lady. What's really enticing about this thing is she's agreed to do this portrait sitting with absolutely no clothes on at all. It's going to be incredible. She's just gorgeous, as you'll see. So we're going to get right into it. I'm not going to go through all the details like I did last week. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up on a time lapse here in the studio, and it'll get everything and it'll condense it down into just a couple of minutes. So we end up with a pretty short video. Then I'll develop the film and we'll take a look at it like we did. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to turn this camera off here, get it set up in a time lapse, get everything set here. I'm going to use the same camera, the Burke and James 8x10. This week, this is a convertible lens. It's a 300 to 500 lens. Take the back element off, it becomes 500. It's a little bit softer, which I've heard I think will work well in a portrait. It'll be a little bit softer portrait. So I'm going to try it in the 500 millimeter mode. We'll see. So next thing you'll see will be the time lapse of this gorgeous lady. Her name is Ivy. Just absolutely stunning, and I think you'll be impressed. So stay tuned. Well, the last film is washing right now. Got 2 exposures. Like I said, I was using the 500 millimeter version of that convertible lens where you take the back element off and it goes from 300 millimeters to 500. It also almost doubles the f-stop, but that was fine. So I ended up shooting this at f12 500 millimeters. 60th of a second. I had the studio strobe going with the sync and with the remote control and the X sync on the lens. Worked out pretty well. It's definitely a lot softer photo than I'm probably used to. When I'm really looking for that tack sharp photo, this portrait is definitely soft. And I'd read that about the 500 millimeter version of that lens is kind of soft. Here's the lady of the hour. Come here, Ivy. Come here, baby. Little lady here, this is Miss Ivy. She was our model today, and I think she did a pretty good job. She got a couple of extra milk bones for her work, and now she's down here in the darkroom with me, helping me develop some film and wash some film, and we're going to take a look at them here real quick. So let's take a look at the first one while this one's still washing. So this was the first exposure. I hope you can see that. It's not great. The background is definitely white. Because she's black, it definitely kind of loses a lot of detail, but there is some detail in her body. I'm looking forward to scanning these and see just how much there is. I tried to focus on her eyes, and I knew that the depth of field was going to be a little shallow. But it looks like her nose might be a little bit blurry, but her eyes are fairly sharp. So that's kind of the effect I was going for. Take a look at the other one here. It's very similar. Again, her eyes, it looks like I got her eyes a little bit sharper in this one, which is good. We'll see. The rest of her body is definitely blurry, so the depth of field is very razor thin at f12 and 500 millimeters. We'll put that in the photo flow here after I wash it just a couple more minutes. And I think tomorrow we'll take a look at these on the light table, and then I'll scan them and we'll get a good look at them. But so far, it's a fun experiment. Kind of fun to shoot a picture of a dog. They'll do a little portrait work in the studio. Week 8, I am definitely going to get outside and get something. It's just hopefully I won't be quite as busy next week, although I do have jury duty on Monday. Really looking forward to that. So until the film dries, then we'll take a look at it on the light table. Until then, we'll see you. Well, our negatives have dried. Everything's looking pretty good. I got them both sleeved and I got them on the light table here. We can take a good look at them. They turned out okay. Not really anything fantastic by any means. I did get some pretty good sharp detail in the eyes and the nose, which I wanted, because I was shooting this at 500 millimeters at f12, which is wide open for that lens. The depth of field is pretty shallow. Looks pretty good, actually. The background stayed pretty white. Looking forward to scanning these to kind of see what they look like reversed. But let's take a look at them on the light table under a loupe. And then following this, I will post the actual reverse negatives, or the print, following the video here. Getting ready for week 8. We've got a big snowstorm coming in town tonight through Wednesday. Today's Monday. It'll be through Wednesday. They're saying really pretty much anywhere from nothing to 14, 15 inches. So we'll see. I'm hoping for a little bit of snow because I've got a really good photo in mind at a local park. Something I've had my eye on for a while. So hopefully that will be week 8. We'll see what happens. If we may not get any snow, and I might be shooting in the studio again, but the plan is hopefully to get out to this park and get a really good photo of this nice tree that I've been looking at for a while. We'll see what happens, and see you in the next video. This is negative A. This is the first shot we took. You can see there's some pretty good detail in the eyes, but the nose is just a touch blurry. And part of that was my focus. I had a hard time, because I've got a moving subject. Where exactly do I focus to maximize my depth of field? Got it a little bit better here. This is negative B, the second shot. Having a struggling focusing here, but it appears to be in focus from the nose to the eyes, which is good. But then you get back down here to the body, and it's just all blurred, which is kind of cool. It's a pretty shallow depth of field, pretty thin, razor thin area for it. I think it turned out okay. I'm going to go up and scan these now, and the actual prints will follow the video.